you. Bravery is not the absence of fear. Bravery is feeling the fear, the doubt, the insecurity, and deciding that something else is more important. The Param Chakra is India's highest military decoration awarded for displaying distinguished act of valor and courage during wartime. Paramveer Chakra translates as the wheel of ultimate brave, and the award is granted for most conspicuous bravery in the presence of enemy. Our nation has 21 Paramveer Chakra winners. These are the men of steel who have given their everything to keep our country safe. With acts of supreme and selfless bravery, they have won the country's highest wartime gallantry award. Today, we will take some insights from the life of the second Paramveer Chakra awardee, Jadunath Singh, who was granted the honor for his unparalleled courage in the Battle of Navshera during the Indo-Pak War. This is the story of a soldier who lived and died for the country. Jadunath Singh was born on 21st November 1916 in Khajuri, a small village in Uttar Pradesh. His parents, Birbal Singh Rathore and Jamuna Kanwar, were poor farmers. They had a large family of 8 children, 7 boys and a girl. Jadunath passed out from the village school after completing class 4. He was good at wrestling and physical activities. At the age of 25, he joined the Rajput regiment at Fatehgarh. After completing his training, he was posted at the 1st Battalion of the Rajput regiment. His senior officers observed in him the spark of leadership and courage. He fought in the World War II. On his return, Jadunath was promoted to the rank of Naik and was given the command of a section of troops. Before we learn about the breathtaking battle that made Nayak Jadunath Singh immortal in history, let's understand the background that paved for the Indo-Pak War. The year was 1947. India and Pakistan had just gained independence from British. Yet, the cross-border relations were but amicable. The wounds of partition were still fresh, and neither of the parties were heading close to compromise. The princely state of Jammu and Kashmir did not want to be a part of India. But it was also not possible for the erstwhile Maharaja of Jammu and Kashmir to become self-sufficient in all aspects. On 22nd October 1947, Pakistan's Pashtun tribal militias crossed the border of the state. Hari Singh, the Maharaja of J&K, agreed to accede to India when raiders from Pakistan attacked Kashmir, since he had no preparedness to fight the invaders. The Battalion 1 Rajput was given the orders to march to Navshera for fighting invaders. The battalion was divided into 3 posts. One of them was Tahindar, which is said to be the most conspicuous located, as invaders had no way but to pass Tahindar. Tahindar in the Navshera sectors, whose capture would meant a strategic win for Pakistan due to its close proximity to the Srinagar airfield. However, Indian commanders knew what was imminent and gave the forces a taste of their own medicine by deploying the 50 Para Brigade in February 1948. Information was received that Pakistani raiders were planning an attack. Caught by surprise and heavily outnumbered, it would have taken India a long time to recover from the unexpected and sneaky blow had it not been for the legendary exploits of one single soldier, Nayak Jadunath Singh. The attack began, starting with the pickets of Tahindar Ridge. The mayhem and destruction caused by enemy forces was enormous. The entire region and the surrounding hills were blazing with gunshots and mortar fires as they made their way to the Indian pickets and launched successive attacks to capture the post. What they didn't know was the second picket line had Nayak Jadunath Singh, who, along with a small troop of men, tackled their offensive with remarkable bravery and profound leadership. It was early morning of 6th February 1948. Jadunath could see amidst the mist and fog that the invaders were approaching. True it was, huge in number and armed with weapons. It seemed that those moments froze for Jadunath. But he rose and collected all of his 9 men and commanded them to take their positions. There were invaders popping from all sides. They were marching ahead with ferocity. The enemy launched his attack in successive waves. The first wave swept up to the post in a wrenching attack. Displaying great valor, Nayak Jadunath Singh used the small force at his disposal that the enemy retired in utter confusion. Jadunath and his men flung hand grenades at them, but they were not enough. It is recorded that at one point of time they entered the trenches and had hand-to-hand combat. 4 of his men were wounded, but Naik Jadunath Singh again showed his qualities of good leadership by reorganizing the battered forces under him for another onslaught. Though hopelessly outnumbered, this post under the gallant leadership of Naik Jadunath Singh resisted. Their fire was so devastating that what looked like impending defeat was turned into a victorious win. The enemy retired in a chaos. With his act of supreme heroism and outstanding example of leadership and determination, Naik saved the post from the second assault. The enemy put in his third and final attack in undiminished numbers, determined to capture the post this time. Jadunath had received serious bullet injuries. He was unable to stand and walk. Brave to the hill, he dragged himself, took a gun from a wounded soldier, and fought till he was shot dead. This was not saying adieu. These are not just the snapshots of his bravery alone, but of him being a leader as well. Jadunath's feats of bravery inspired his men to fight till their last breaths. This non-commissioned officer performed the highest act of gallantry and self-sacrifice, and by doing so, he saved his section, nay, his whole picket, from being overrun by the enemy at the most critical stage in the battle for the defense of Navshera. Jadunath Singh did not let the invaders take his post till he breathed his last. His spirit of determination and remarkable valor is a lesson for all. Jadunath Singh was awarded the Param Chakra posthumously. Our independence has been an amalgamation of sacrifices, bloodsheds, reforms, movements, etc., may it be before its attainment or after. Thousands of Jawans have dropped down so that there is no black streak in the sovereignty of our motherland. In the extremities of weather, in the extremities of situation, they stand upright. They stand with valor. They stand with their selflessness and gallantry. This will remain the land of free so long as it is the home of the brave. Hari Om.